Hey, hello, how are you? Welcome back. Today we are eating like rock stars for a week. The terminology blank like a rock star seems to give off this very glamorous glitz and glam high luxury lifestyle, but in reality rock stars seem to eat like trash. This week's video has two rules. Firstly, I am eating 1 meal a day for 5 days because, well, this is my video and I make the laws here. Secondly, I have an autoimmune disease and I just don't want to die the first time trying this. And secondly, I'm going to make these recipes as accurately as I possibly can. But if I have like an intolerance or allergy to something, like this isn't send moo to the ER, okay? So here, why don't you subscribe? Because I don't know if I'm going to survive this week with my autoimmune disease just punching me in the stomach. Head could be in the bathroom just bleh the whole time. I think I'm starting with the worst possible thing. Come on, Moo, oatmeal's not that bad. You hold your tongue in this household. We don't sign terms and conditions form until we see the whole picture. Gene Simmons is the bassist for Kiss, probably one of the most visually recognizable rock bands out there. Can't really say the same for his breakfast choices. Back in 2020, he shared his oatmeal recipe with us, and it is out of the ordinary, which seems to be a running theme for this week's meals. What else do I need? I have no clue. Tofu. What do you mean garlic powder? I'm sure you can buy dairy-free cottage cheese somewhere. My dumbass couldn't find it. I can't have dairy, egg, meat, happiness. Oh, we got a little Minecraft thingy. Oh, I've already got this one. Not so rock and roll. Down my chest though, I keep showing everyone that the lid opens and everybody just keeps saying, Moo, you can do that to all of them. But this one makes sense, it's a test, dude! Gene said, okay kids, this is real. I've been doing this for decades and I never knew that people thought that it was weird. Here are the ingredients. Cottage cheese, oatmeal, whipped cream and Splenda, and blueberries or other fruit. I think diving into this head first is more terrifying than a trust fall for me. There was once a time in my life where I ate oatmeal every single day. Really didn't think the next time that I would be eating it was because I wanted to channel Gene Simmons. I just want good porridge before I absolutely wreck this. Before I moved here, I don't think I ever heard of cream cheese before. Oh, brother, you are kidding. Whipped cream. I'm gonna be right back. I don't know if this makes it worse or not. Promise me if I think this is good, you're gonna get me medical help. No. It's wild that Gene sits there eating oatmeal like Goldilocks. If it wasn't for the fact that mine's made out of tofu and has that hint of garlic. What the fuck? That's the last time I am trusting some random lady on the internet. I haven't tried it with the cream yet. The cream is kind of weirding me up. Yeah, I'm gonna finish the bowl. I'm not gonna finish this. That can go away. You actually should try it. Yeah, no, I have reminded myself that I'm eating tofu. Not happening. This one might actually kill me. I feel like Alice Cooper's favorite meal isn't very surprising. It's spicy cheeseburgers. He has this collab burger that looks amazing, but we live on the other side of the world, so we are going to make it. The type of cheeseburgers that he's into isn't just a little bit of hot sauce on a patty. No. We have pepper cheese spread, Reaper Raj, fresh fried jalapenos, crispy onion strings, but I'm swapping these out for spicy onion rings, and Alice Cooper's signature poison hot sauce. He uses a brioche bun as well, and I find those buns very attractive. I did order a special ingredient for this video. So we have his spicy sauce, which is on this cheeseburger. Don't feel like going to the ER tonight. So we're gonna see what I can deal with. We have poison, which is hot. No more Mr. Nice Guy, which is medium. Welcome to my nightmare is mild. I thought I'd better try them before I put it all over my dinner and then can't eat. Do I start with the worst one? Okay, this is the one that's meant to be on the burger. So it's the Reaper hot sauce. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's like a different kind of hot. That's like pain. My insides feel like they're bleeding. So happy I didn't just cover my burger in that sauce. I grew up eating a lot of hot sauce. I think my mum fried off her own taste buds. So as a child, I ate what she ate and she was like, well, if I have to feel pain to taste anything, so do you. Oh, this one's got a little dropper. It's so runny, it's hard to get anything out. That one's actually nice. This one's like sweet almost in comparison. Kind of has more of a Tabasco kind of flavor, less sriracha, more Tabasco. This one's green. I'm hoping it's like a jalapeno one. I don't know if the Reaper is still on my tongue, but this one also feels kind of spicy, even though it's the mild one. For the sake of the video, I will put a drop of this And I will cover the rest in this one because this one's actually really nice. I can't wait to actually retry this one when my tongue doesn't feel like it's been on an automatic sandpaper belt.
This could just be a marketing play, but apparently Alice Cooper can barely get through half of one of these burgers before reaching for the antidote. No clue what the antidote is. I'm just raw dogging it.
The Alice Cooper poison burger. Most things on here are super spicy. I couldn't imagine getting the real one with that hot sauce. Give it a squish. My mouth is so small, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it all in. It looks so sad now. It looks like, honestly, it looks like McDonald's. But yeah, it fucks. I don't know what else to expect. I mean, it's really good. Give it a go. Put some spicy onion rings on there, jalapenos, and I mean, any hot sauce. I don't think you need to spend like 50 bucks on hot sauce, but if you like Alice Cooper, it's a fun thing to have. Jalapeno. This might look like an equation for peanut butter jelly sandwich, but that just wasn't good enough for the king of rock and roll, so we've got bacon. I've never bitten into a peanut sandwich and gone, you know what this needs? Just a little bit of an oinker. This challenge is killing my brain cells. Your little tummy that likes to digest meat can recreate this with real pig.
Elvis Presley, he was known as the king of rock and roll. He has a famous sandwich. There seems to be two different accounts on this sandwich. There's one known as the Fool's Gold Loaf. The story goes that Elvis ordered this from a restaurant in Denver after a show one night. It is massive. I think I fucked this up, guys. Looking at this now, I think I fucked this up. Oh no. It is filled with a jar of peanut butter, a jar of jam, and 1 pound, which is apparently 454 grams of bacon. But when you actually Google the Elvis sandwich, something completely different comes up. It's a peanut butter, banana, and bacon sandwich, and the bacon is kind of optional. I'm so disappointed in myself. So here's my PBJ and pig.
I don't think this deserves a plate. This bacon is so strange. It's like dry. That could be my bad though. The instructions did say to add like 2 tablespoons of oil, and oil tends to make me feel sick. I do have to say this bread is a very good boy. Covered in jam. I wish I could try this with thinner bread, so I'm gonna try and rip the crust off. I do usually eat crust. Woolworths sent me like a burnt loaf of bread. I don't really see why Elvis was obsessed with these. They're good, it's fun. If I'm going to the effort to make bacon, why not make like a bacon cheese toasty, something that's like warm? I don't see why we need to ruin peanut butter with jam, bacon, bread.
It is dinner time, or if you're someone that cares a little bit more about lunchtime, this could be a lunchtime thing. Preheat this sneaky little guy. What are we gonna do today? 180? I don't know. I'm really the type of person that just kind of gives that a spin, and whatever it hits is what we're gonna cook on today.
Today we're trusting the life of our pie in the hands of a lady called Nora. This pie takes an hour to make. I've got 6%. How much trust do we put in Steve Jobs? It's an iPhone 16. Steve Jobs had nothing to do with this. I'm a strong believer that we don't mix, we don't whisk. I don't even know if I own a whisk. Absolutely. Old Nora here reckons once I cook the onion and the garlic, I'm then going to whisk in flour and milk. I've fallen for that too many times. That is a party for clumpivitis. That weather forecast is calling for clumpnados. You're catching clumphead 19. Almond Milk's just angry because he thought that he was going in a nice hot cocoa. Joke's on him. I've forgotten the unsweetened almond milk, so it's gonna be a sweet chicken pie.
Aerosmith's frontman Steven Tyler is an interesting character. Judge him how you will, but we will be adding the judgment of his food choices today. Chicken pot pie. This looks rancid. This is not something that I would sign up to gobble down. It's like soup in a pie. I don't know the science behind how the pastry just isn't turning into Play-Doh. Maybe this is why he'd be crying. I'm gonna save you the long verdict. I didn't like this. Maybe it's my fault, but it's gonna have to be a 1 star from one Smith to another.
I just wish I hadn't put the vegan chicken in there. Just make it meat free. But also, I don't know how to cook, so please don't listen to me. Snack time!
This recipe is one that might only be remembered by the ancient civilization known as Elder Emos.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I put this one in here for like 2010 emos, for the Elder emos, but it's kind of gonna be a disappointing one.
Andy Biersack, he is the vocalist of Black Veil Brides. Oh, he's also had the last name of like Six and Black. I cannot for the life of me find the original video that I watched when I was an infant, when I was doom scrolling in the womb. But we trust Kerrang, right? Andy says, I don't eat most things and I go with things until it is dire. Only then will I change my habits. So I ate a piece of bread with cheese on it for all of my meals for almost my entire early part of my 20s. Though I am vegan, leaning vegetarian, so it's not real cheese. It is important to note that Andy's fantastic sense of humor also comes with diabolical lies, but I think I've heard this one enough times and in enough interviews when I was younger to say that it's like 43% chance it's true.
But I want you to really know that when you look at me, I'm the person who invented camouflage cargo pants.
Andy Biersack has gone on paper numerous times talking about his famous cheese sandwich. I actually think at one point he said, like, when he was up and coming in the artist scene, when Black Veil Brides were doing their thing, I think this was all they could afford, was like a loaf of bread and some cheese. But then again, he's also said that he was a really fussy eater, didn't like vegetables. Do I need to put it on a plate? The Andy Biersack. There's only one fitting thing to watch whilst eating such a snack.
The pyramid on the eye, do you know what that signifies?
Illuminati.
That was all real. They would never put it out in the open.
Bambers! What a mess, man. It's Marion Records. Oh, also, cheese bread, kind of fuck with it. With my autoimmune disease, I tend to just have smaller snacks throughout the day. And there's only really 2 people I've found so far that are snackers. But this recipe, if you will, gourmet, high class, 5-star, he likes to have half a grapefruit and a crusket with marmalade. I have been told a few times in my life that I look like marmalade. I think that's just something I wanted to share with you. But if you also look like marmalade, let a brother know. Bitch.
Sorry. I just can't. I have no biceps. I can't open things.
Brian May is the lead guitarist in Queen. I don't know how up to date these articles were that I was reading, but apparently at some point he did the like vegan January challenge. And whilst doing that challenge, he discovered this meal, snackaroony.
Really not much to this. This tastes like you're taking a bite of lemon rice. This is on brand. If someone was like, what do you think the Queen eats for morning tea? This. Like fucking this. The one with less lemon rind. I think I just shouldn't have bought one that was like fancy looking. I don't know if I've ever had a red grapefruit. I'm jealous of her. Like I actually feel like she's the prettiest girl in the room right now. Girly Pops, she is squirting on me though, and I don't know how I feel about that. Can you see how much it's spitting everywhere? You probably can't. It got me in the face. I'm gonna eat this off camera where I can honestly Rubik's Cube my way around this grapefruit. I wanna learn how to eat you without getting physically assaulted. That'd be lovely. I have lost trust in you, Gene. I meant to do this one the other day, a little bit of a combo deal, a little bit of swish, smash. I got scared. This next fact might classify me as a little bit of a psychopath, but I'm more of a have your cereal, add your milk to your spoonful before you shove it in your gob kind of person. Not only does Mr. Simmons want me to put milk in my cereal, which, I mean, ask me to get run over by a train, why don't you? He would also like me to put a handful of ice cubes in there. It's already too wet. I like to do some pondering sometimes when I don't understand something. If I was Winnie the Pooh with my hand in a bucket of honey trying to ponder on such a thought, I would wonder if maybe this came from, nah, see that still doesn't make any sense. I was like, maybe tour life, right? You're in a bus, you keep your milk on the shelf instead of the fridge, so you add the ice cubes. I don't think Gene Simmons is out here like, I need my little army dandy dandy doodah milk. With a man who can confidently rock heels that high, I think he's drinking milk straight from the fucking udder. It does make the milk very cold. I need my cereal to crunch. I need my cereal to be the consistency of gravel. I don't like it. And that's this week done. I might need to pay for a therapist for my stomach lining, but that is so okay. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe and tell me who I should do next. If you're not careful, in the next one we might be eating Molly Crew burritos. Why am I so deeply disturbed?